everyone, my name is Nellie Wortman. I wanted to show a video on two of my new pieces of art, actually that I made into books, but it's for a class I'm going to be teaching in 2020. Glenda Miles is going to be hosting me for a weekend retreat. I'm going to be teaching a class called Excavating and Digging Through the Layers. And basically, that explains pretty much a lot of what we're going to be doing. In this class, I'm going to show you how I build upon layer, incorporate a lot of different mediums. And with that being said, let's just jump right into the first sample. How sweet is this? Like again, it's a weekend retreat. I think it's like 2.5 days of teaching, something like that. I'm not sure. You have to, I put the links below, so just click on the link. It'll take you to where all the information's there. One of the things that I'm going to be teaching in the class is how to create my heart bezel filled with resin. I'm going to be covering how to work with fabrics, okay? Create a lot of different looks and techniques using fabrics. And here's a sweet one right now, because part of the thing, we're going to go on a nature walk at the retreat and collect little goodies. And you can see where I made a message. So it's within early morning thoughts. How sweet is that? Part of what I like to do too, when I create, and then also I teach it, is how to create things that cause the viewer to keep coming back and wanting to reinvestigate your piece because they keep finding new things they didn't see the first time around or the third time or whatever. And so that's always fun. Okay, so let's open this little baby. Now, in this class, I'm going to be teaching you how to, like I said, work with fabrics and create a fabric cover if you choose to for your book. But you can see that the book itself is an art piece in itself. Okay, so regardless if you choose, like I'm not really, don't like working with fabrics, not a problem. Because the class isn't all just about fabrics. That's just one little element. The class is going to be covering a lot of different mediums, techniques, and everything that I use to create the type of paintings that I do, the type of pages that I do. So, of course, here's one of them right now. And how sweet is that? Okay. Lots of different layers there. And then let's turn the page. More evidence of a nature walk. And working with papers and photos and everything to create paintings for them. How sweet is that? And then here's this little baby. Not everything has to be jam-packed. Sometimes just a few things can make just as much of a statement as something, that's filled like this. Okay, here's sweet little things that causes what? The viewer to once again want to investigate. I cover a lot of different things of how I create my thought process, things like that. More evidence, okay? Here's a sweet thing. I cover, again, a lot of different techniques that gone into this, using a lot of different tools. And I teach you intuitively of how to dig and get those layers and excavate and get rid of some and to create the atmosphere and the feeling of the message or the viewpoint of what you want it to say. This of course is from a scene from in Oregon. Okay, so I love going through Oregon. It's a beautiful state, and so I've been there so many times that I've kind of tucked these photographic images in my mind. And so this time I decided, you know what, I'm going to go and I'm going to paint one of them. And so that's what I did. And so I'm going to teach that and how to create that atmosphere and create a look that speaks to you, capturing that moment in time, But again, there's lots of things to this class, not just one thing. Sweet. I work with and have for over 20 years symbolism things in my art. So I cover that. I like to incorporate a lot of that. Okay, let's get this one tucked over here and let's go to this little sweet baby. Okay, as much as I like to work on bigger scales, I also like to take things and work on smaller scales. So in this class, not only am I going to show you how to work on a bigger scale, I'm also going to teach you how to bring all those techniques in and bring it down to a smaller scale. Okay, so again, more evidence of a walk. Okay, so sweet, lots of more techniques that went into this book that I'm going to cover. How sweet is that? Okay. Okay, and then of course the end. How sweet. So I just wanted to like I say, just show really quick the two samples. It's always fun to be able to have a live view of having someone to show it. And once again, I put the links below. This is a class, like again, for 2020. And it's going to be a fun weekend retreat. That's always nice. As much as it's nice to take a full day class, sometimes you always feel like you're rush. So this gives us a weekend of being able to take a breather and take the time to hone in on something and keep reworking it until it evokes the message or the view of what we want it to say. So this is going to be a fun class, and I look forward to it. Okay, thanks.